think if you give him the appropriate armaments, that's an offense that's impossible to deal with. And they didn't have that this year. And I think he was hamstrung. I think there was nothing on that play sheet for a few weeks that he could have called that would have done an awful lot. When nobody's afraid of you, again, when they played Dallas, that was an objectively terrible defense. Same with Chicago. They were both made to look really strong because there was no threat. And there was no design threat that Kingsbury could come up with because they didn't have a horse. They didn't have a weapon, whatever you want to call it, that scared defenses enough to back off. When you're not afraid of a huge dimension of a modern offense, there's a reason everybody started going to these two deep shells. Everybody started playing quarters or cover three to back off because they're terrified of getting beat over the top. They were like, enough of these highlights. We're going to make people matriculate. If you take that ability away, everybody's not playing on their heels, not playing flat-footed, is attacking down to the line of scrimmage, which they were against Washington. Remember, we are Marshall, Matthew McConaughey vehicle. And so he's like, what do we do with our bad personnel? And he went to Bobby Bowden and was like, teach me the veer. There was a point where he's looking at it and going, we don't have the animals. We don't have the horses here. We don't have the studs. What can we do to try to compete? I don't feel like Kingsbury did that.